Get a lay of land. You really need to get lay of land, especially if you're running for office. See what government entities exist in your area, your county boards, your city councils, your village boards. Research, do your homework, look through the county clerk's office on the voting history of the office you run for, and see which offices have been running unopposed for many years and who's been in that seat for a while. Why are they running that seat? How much money are they getting? Look for unique opportunities for offices. Again, I'm going to use Illinois as an example one again. So like in Illinois, where I live, outside of Cook County in the suburban part of Illinois, there's a position called county clerk or county coroner. The county coroner at the end of the day pronounces the person dead. That's their main job. Someone gets in an accident or someone passes, it's the county coroner's job to go where the deceased is at, evaluate it, saying they're dead. But the county coroner in Illinois is the only office that can arrest a sheriff. Okay? So
you also don't have to have a medical background.
Yes.
As a fellow Illinoisan, the coroner doesn't have to have any medical background. I'm going to go hide back in the control room again.
Yes, and that's a very good point. You don't have to have medical background for this. So think about that for a second. If you want to run on a Black Lives Matter platform, county coroners like that race. Community colleges. If you look at your community college boards, they're pretty much the same size or close to the same size as your state Senate district. So my community college board makes up 8 counties where I'm at. That's close to the same size of a state Senate district. And it's a 6-year term. So you run for community college board, and you sit there for a 6-year term, you're taking care of educational issues, you're talking about workforce issues, you're talking about agricultural issues, you're talking about, you get the picture, right? So take those opportunities to look at issues and take those unique opportunities. And there's other unique opportunities. Like again, in Illinois, we have like this one shred of democracy available called township meetings. So like in Illinois, right now, on April 12th and 13th, there's these township meetings. Prior to that, you have to send a letter, and you can put a question, an advisory referendum, a non-binding advisory referendum on the ballot. Do you want to see an improved Medicare for all? Do you want to see an eco-socialist New Deal? Do you want to see public broadband in your town? These are the kind of, so you have to get those on the ballot by going to the township meeting, which you can choose a moderator. Doesn't have to be the elected township folk. You can choose your moderator at that meeting. You get that voted on. That goes into the ballot. And then those in your township vote on that non-binding referendum. Yes. If you're listening to this and you're like, oh, AG, that's just performative. Yes, it's very performative. This is performative politics. However, you can use that to your advantage. Okay? If you use tools, like if you take Chris's workshop on digital tools, and I do believe Chris talks about Action Network, you can use a platform like Action Network and say you put a question on about defund the police, even if you get 20%. Okay? of your township. You can still look at Action Network and then carve out, have an idea where that 20% voted at, and that's who you target to organize to defund the police in your area. See where I'm going with this? So, like, these are the things we need to be thinking about along those kind of teams. So a campaign team, can look like it can be a very small staff. You can choose how frequently you want to meet and everything, but you can have a campaign manager, your communication director, a volunteer manager, a fundraiser and treasurer at the same position, or two separate ones if you can, events coordinator. Like, this is a suggested small crew that you need to have for if you're running an electoral action campaign. So again, with organizing, if you, again, do your homework and do a lay of the land in your area, attend those community events, go to certain community organizations, be present, wear your gear, for the longest time, I just wore Green Party stuff, and at the point I don't wear it anymore. And it's like, oh, it's the Green Party person. It's AJ, oh, it's the socialist. It's the anarchist. It's AJ, So you attend these things, you're there, and you get known for something. You're associated with something, Oh, you're the union organizer. Oh, you're the Fight for 15 person. You're the clean water person, You go to these events to be associated with something. If you have a organizing team, I apologize, campaign team, but an organizing team, again, you have a campaign manager, or doesn't have to be a campaign manager. It can just be a organizing director, field directors, lead organizers, communication director, treasurer, fundraiser, an event manager too. It can be a small team or a big team. But if you're creating a local movement, then that is going to get bigger. You may have coalitions, so you may have to have coalition meetings, right? So what does that look like?